Hello and welcome to ABC Interactive English. I'm Kim.
And I'm Brandon.
You know what, Brandon? All this talking about basketball games, I really feel like I practiced enough and I think I'm good at basketball now.
Wow.
I'm ready to play.
You look ready. You look like you've got the eye of the tiger.
The eye of the tiger, indeed.
Yeah.
Do you see that basketball hoop over there?
Oh, whoa, that's extremely far away. That's got to be a quarter of a mile away.
You know what? Doesn't matter. Watch this.
Oh! Whoa! Oh! It went in! That's amazing!
That's right.
How did you do that? Oh, it hit somebody in the head. Oh, I hope they're okay.
Oh.
Oh, wow, you've really got an arm. No! Don't, hey, she's trying to blame it on me. Well, let's see what happens coming up. Oh my gosh. Oh, they need to get an ambulance.
Kevin is explaining the NBA All-Star Game to Leslie.
What's the difference between a regular NBA game and the All-Star game?
They both have 4 quarters of play, and each quarter is 12 minutes long.
Huh? That sounds the same to me.
Hold on, let me finish.
Sorry. Please go on with your explanation.
All right, this is the NBA All-Star Game, a game full of stars, part 3. And here we have a conversation between two friends, Kevin and Leslie. Which one are you?
I'm going to be Kevin. I
Kevin.
love that name. I think it's the best name ever.
All right, I'm Leslie. So it says Kevin is explaining the NBA All-Star Game to Leslie.
All right.
Okay, fair enough. Leslie will start here. She says, what's the difference between a regular NBA game and the All-Star Game?
Okay,
Good question.
So she used the word regular in that one. So regular, that is going to be something that's normal, the thing that you usually have, the thing you have most of the time, right? So
Right.
a regular game would be the one you usually see, the one that's on TV most of the time, not the special one, right? That's an adjective, okay? Got it?
I got it.
Now, for Kevin to explain the next part.
Okay, go on, Kevin.
Kevin says, they both have 4 quarters of play, and each quarter is 12 minutes long.
Right, and Leslie goes, huh? That sounds the same to me.
Okay,
Okay,
so
Leslie doesn't get it.
she does not understand. That's okay. But we talked about how long are the quarters, 12 minutes long, and long is like length. How big is something in a certain direction? Like usually you would have like a rope or something that could be long. How long is the road? So how long is your hair?
Yes, but you can also use it for time. How long do I have to wait? How long is the flight? How long is the quarter? So not only to describe things that have actual length, like roads or hair, but also periods of time. Okay, so what does Kevin say after Leslie says, huh?
Kevin says, hold on, let me finish.
Whoops.
I guess he wasn't finished yet.
I don't think he was finished. Well, to be fair, she did interrupt him.
Did she?
She did.
A little bit. Okay.
She says, sorry, please go on with your explanation. So Leslie feels a little bad because she just was like, huh? What? I don't get it. What?
He's like, whoa, whoa,
Whoa,
whoa.
whoa, whoa, whoa. Cool down, Leslie. It's okay. He will continue with his explanation. An explanation is when you tell somebody some information or describe a situation or thing so that they fully understand it. If you explain something, you're not just telling somebody what it is. You really want them to know what this thing is. So he's going to continue to give her more details because he wants her to understand what's the difference. You can't just say, oh, they both have 12 minutes quarters, and that's what I'm going to tell you. No. You have to explain more and give a longer explanation so that someone understands what you really mean.
Wow, you're really good at explaining
thank you.
things. That was a great explanation you just had there.
Thank you.
Yeah, so he's not finished with what he's trying to tell her.
Yeah.
So he said, well, hold on. You interrupted me. And like, he wants to keep talking about it, and that's what's going on in this situation here.
And after the break, we can listen to the rest of his explanation. So make sure to come back.
Hear it. Yeah.
Me too.
For the All-Star game, the scores are different. In each of the first 3 quarters, the score starts at 0.
Oh, so they are like separate little games.
That's right, and the winning team receives $150,000 for its charity.
And welcome back from the break. Before the break, we were hearing Kevin explaining to Leslie about the All-Star game and how it's different from regular games. And he got interrupted, so he wanted her to stop, and so he could keep on with his explanation. All right, so it looks like in this part, Kevin is continuing his explanation. So let's hear what he has to say. Kevin says, for the All-Star game, the scores are different. In each of the first 3 quarters, the score starts at 0.
Okay, so the scoring is different. In each of the first 3, so if you score 10 points at the end of the first quarter and then you start to the second quarter, it's back to 0.
Yeah, you start from the beginning again.
Okay.
Oh, so that is interesting. And now I see how they can win that money that we were talking about before. So they can give it to charity and things like that.
Right, so no team has the advantage. So in a regular sports game, the points add up over time. So if the first quarter you had 10, second quarter you have 10, third quarter you have 10, now you have 30. Okay, but in here it's restarting. So they do that to give the other team a chance to win some money for their charity. Otherwise, if you beat them too early and the money's all yours, that's not fair, right?
It wouldn't be very fun for people to watch, the fans and the audience wouldn't want to go see it. Yeah, so they keep score in each of these quarters, and the score will go back to 0 every time. So the score is the number of points that they have, and they have scores like this in all sports. I think every sports game has a score. It's just how the audience can look at the points easily and know who's winning.
Correct. And score can also be a verb when you're talking about sports. So if you score a goal in soccer, you score a touchdown in American football, that's a verb, and people will like to go score when something good happens.
Yeah, it means they're winning or doing a great job.
Right.
So now it goes back to 0?
Yes, so 0 is an easy one to describe. It's the number that's less than 1, so literally just 0 means nothing. Not a zilch, nothing.
It looks like
0.
Yeah.
Absolutely nothing.
So if there's no points,
if there's
it's 0.
no points, it's 0. That's
0
correct.
points. How many points do we have? Oh, there's a 0 there. It's no points, it's 0 points.
Right. How much talent for sports do I have? Also 0.
Oh, me too.
So Leslie kind of understands this explanation. She goes, oh, so they are like separate little games.
And she's really onto something there. So Kevin says, that's right. And the winning team receives $150,000 for its charity.
Wow, so is this per quarter? So they're giving away $150,000 per quarter.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money. It's pretty good.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
It sounds like they can help a lot of people who need help. Okay, that's fantastic. And we use the word separate here. Now, separate is an adjective, and that means, I guess, just different from the others, not with the others. And that is spelled the same, but it's not pronounced the same as the verb separate. And so we have separate as an adjective and separate as a verb, and that's just one of those tricky things in English. Sometimes we have the same spelling, the same letters, but actually we pronounce it differently. It depends on how you use it.
Right, so if you're on the school bus and you're sitting separate from your friend, then that means you're in 2 different seats, or maybe one up here, one back here. If the teacher separates you because you're being too loud in class and you need to be quiet, then she will make you sit in 2 different seats. It's a good way to think about it.
Yeah, yes. And now they also receive the money. So if they do a good job in the quarter, they can receive $150,000. That's a lot. For their charity. And to receive is a verb. It's when you get something or when something is given to you, you receive it. If there's a delivery to your house, you can receive the delivery, that box of something you ordered that was shipped to your house. So receive, that's a good word to use there as well.
Yeah, people often receive presents for their birthday or for Christmas. You can receive something, a lot of different things. It can be anything like a delivery or in this case money. So they receive this money and then they go ahead and give it to charity. And we do have a phrase in English, it's better to give than to receive.
Oh.
So this is kind of the idea behind this, right? It's better to give this money that they're getting to charity, and that probably makes them feel really good and better than receiving the money.
Yeah,
So,
well, not only that, because it helps.
yes, it does help people.
A lot of people
so.
in this world need a lot of help, and it's good to give to them.
So it's not just for fun, it's for a good cause. And we hope you found Kevin's explanation very clear. Hopefully you didn't interrupt him like Leslie. It's no good. But thank you for joining us, and we will see you next time.
Kevin is explaining the NBA All-Star Game to Leslie.
What's the difference between a regular NBA game and the All-Star game?
They both have 4 quarters of play, and each quarter is 12 minutes long.
Huh? That sounds the same to me.
Hold on, let me finish.
Sorry. Please go on with your explanation.
For the All-Star Game, the scores are different. In each of the first 3 quarters, the score starts at 0.
Oh, so they are like separate little games.
That's right, and the winning team receives $150,000 for its charity.
Hello， 大家最近还好吗？我是维尼，又到了今天的单字文法时间。第一个字是 long， 形容词，时间长达什么什么的。I've been waiting a long time， 我已经等很久了。第二个字是 score， 名词，就是比赛的分数。The final score of the game was 21-19。这场比赛的最终分数是21-19。第三个呢是 zero， 名词，是数字的0。I missed a zero when I was writing the check。我在写支票的时候少写了一个0，怎么会这样？最后一个呢是 receive， 动词是得到、收到。那这个字呢还有很多种用法，最常用的就是 receive a gift， 收到礼物 ；receive a letter，receive a package， 收到信件包裹。或者是 receive a message， 收到讯息。那来看一下可以怎么用。Everybody receives love in different ways。每个人接受到爱的方式都不一样，也就是每个人感到被爱的方式都不太一样。那我们来看一下今天的用语哦。第一个是 hold on， 等一下，这是很口语的用法。那你也可以说 wait a second。那你要出门吃饭的时候，你妈妈问你说 Are you ready to leave？ 你准备好出门了吗？那你想一下，然后回答。Hold on, I forgot my bag. 等一下，我忘了拿包包。好，接下来这个用语是 somebody goes on with something， 某人继续进行某事。Go on 呢，就是继续、持续的意思。Do you want to go on with what you were saying？ 你要继续说你刚刚原本在讲的事情吗？接下来的用语很常见哦，赶快记起来是 each of 加名词，每一个什么什么东西。注意 each 呢做代名词，每个、各个用的时候，名词要是复数哦。each of 加名词做句子的主词的时候，它会当做第三人称单数，所以后面要接单数的动词。看个例句 ：Each of the houses here is slightly different。这里呢的每个房子都有一点不太一样。好，我们下次见，记得要复习哦。
See you next time!